Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's I'm going to be reviewing the Mercedes Sprinter. This one is a 170 with all-wheel drive and the high output diesel. Before getting this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Mercedes here in Draper for giving me some time with the Sprinter. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for Corey. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood is a turbo diesel that's a 2-liter 4-cylinder. It goes through a 9-speed. It puts out 208 horsepower and then 332 pound-feet of torque. This is the high output version. Before I move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Now, I think this is one of the coolest colors on the Sprinter. Definitely looks a lot better than the normal work truck white that you see. And the antenna there up top is kind of dorky, but functional, right? Now, you do have these nice LED lights here, fog lights down below, and then you notice that it's unpainted here on the front end, so you don't have to worry about rock chips with paint and all of that, which is definitely nice. But yeah, the kind of flat gray looks good. Our tire wheel setup is 245 by 75 by 16, and you notice that the suspension sits pretty high. It's what happens with the all-wheel drive model. It is a bit higher than the rear-wheel drive version. Got this cladding here all along the side as well, and then since we're on the side here, I'll open up the side door. So it is a giant sliding door. They give you this step here, but it is still a pretty big step up, so I've seen some people add an additional step so that they kind of have a little system to get up and into it. But yeah, stepping up, it's kind of got to do a little bit of a lunge. You can see this already has flooring from the factory, which is definitely a nice addition. And you can stand up here. I would say that height wise, I mean, it depends. So like these come down further than this part. If you're talking about those, I mean, you could probably be a little bit over 6 foot, and then this maybe even like mid 6 foot, and you'd still be able to fit. Not super comfortable, but then you'd like smack your face when he's walking through. But yeah, it's pretty easy to stand up. And then also we do have windows here on the back as well. And then here's our side view with the Sprinter. Now when it comes to the key fob, it's normal Mercedes key fob, which a little bit more plasticky than some of the other models, but just has lock and unlock function built into it. And then you'll notice we got this little step here out back, and then you can access the cargo area in the rear with little doors here in the back, which also have handles on them. And then there's the other access, and you'll notice we got a little net there too, which nice for storage. But yeah, this thing, the 170 is huge. The amount of space back there is ridiculous. I mean, this is kind of like, I mean, just to give you guys like a reference point, it looks like similar amount of space to like 2 full-size pickup truck beds connected, and then wider than that actually, so it's big. And then here's a view of the rear of the Sprinter. Again, this flat gray makes the van look a lot better. Now this leads us up front, where you'll notice it's kind of basic with the trim. Again, this is ultimately a cargo van. The mirrors do power fold in. They also have blind spot monitoring. We've got our seat adjustments with the memory seat function. Got heated seats as well. And then if you're wondering on the payload, 3,152 pounds. And then you have these nice, I think these are Mercedes-Benz text. It's not like real leather. Doesn't feel like it. Your light controls right there, and then your heat steering wheel function is on the steering wheel itself. And then they do give you another step here. There's a grab handle on the door, which you can't really use too well, so you kind of have to use the steering wheel to pull yourself up and in. Now this does come with stuff like adaptive cruise control, controls for the center screen, paddles so you can actually manually shift, and it does have a column shifter as well. And then we have more controls for the infotainment system there at the top, and then volume voice command controls. And then it actually has nice soft touch trim around the steering wheel. So the steering wheel itself actually looks pretty premium. The gauge cluster is mostly analog, but you do have that screen there in the center, which you can use to scroll through different items. And it kind of almost functions as a secondary infotainment system in a way. Got a nice backup camera in reverse, good resolution with it. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, it is a touchscreen. Again, you can control with the steering wheel controls, but also just use touchscreen functionality. Physical buttons down below for like the volume, navigation, all of that. So kind of doubled down on the physical. It looks like we got little storage cubbies there. And then we've got our climate controls down below, just single zone climate. Cup holders here on either side. And this does come with a camera rear view mirror. And then we do have storage above the sun visors. Here's our window sticker for this 2500. And you can see, well, there's lots of options, by the way. Here's the little optional equipment section there. But yeah, $83,998 total MSRP. And yeah, it's a big van. Let's see how it performs. Whoa. $170. Sorry if I'm a little bit slower today. I had a little allergic reaction this morning to some foods, so a little bit under the weather, but as they say, it is what it is. Oh, goodbye tripod. Now this high output's pretty smooth. Something that I feel like isn't talked about enough with cargo vans is when they're unloaded, when they don't have shelves, or if you do like a, you know, off-road conversion van, when you don't have all the stuff put in, they're pretty noisy because you just have this kind of empty shell. But once you add the stuff to it, it helps quiet things down quite a bit. We'll say the ride quality is actually pretty good too. Again, for what this is. The thing I do like about these modern cargo vans is the steering. Oh, it's a long beast. But yeah, the steering is, I'd say, pretty easy to use. Yeah, I will say that with the leaf springs in the back and everything, and how top heavy this is, definitely wallows all over the place. But again, that's to kind of be expected with the cargo van. Seats are actually really comfortable too. So I think that's a positive. What? I think it's telling me the door's open. I wonder if it got, like, when he went over the bump, if it got opened a little bit. Yeah, I do love the torque that this provides. It's really good. Oh yeah, I can hear it. Maybe I just didn't close it well enough. Yeah, the torque's really good, and it's just a smooth powertrain for a cargo van. I really like it. But really the big benefit of Mercedes is all-wheel drive. Ford offers all-wheel drive too. They do not offer a diesel. They have their top line powertrain is the EcoBoost, which has a lot of power. So there's kind of pros and cons to that. Let me know which one you'd actually go for, whether it be Transit or Sprinter. And there's a Ford dealership right there. I guess if you guys ever want me to compare, I could probably put a comparison together between them side by side. So So we can compare the features and everything. This camera system really helps out. It's a little bit aggressive. I don't know if you guys can see through the mirror, but I've got plenty of... Yeah, I've got plenty of space with the van next to me. So I'm not sure why it's so... Oh, it's behind. It's just a sidewalk, buddy. Got plenty of space there too. That's one thing about parking sensors, is sometimes they're a little bit overreactive. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this version of the Sprinter. This is the big one that I guess less people do off-road builds with, because they want the smaller, even though they don't have as much space. With the smaller version, you're able to fit on trails and everything a little bit better. So let me know if you go for this, or if you go for, I think it's like 144 is the length. Let me know if you go for that one instead.